here to the home of Yannis Svalix champion, the Ferrari's biggest fan, the Ferrari's fastest driver, the celebrating Yannis Svalix champion. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, because obviously, for the final race of the summer season of the 2024-2024 record-breaking season, obviously from the heartbreak of Italy, we took that week off over here, and in the fourth night, we came back with a bang with an amazing Baku pole position. That we will be on the pole position for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, and I'm absolutely ecstatic about it. I really knew already, probably from the free practice 3, that once I dipped below 100 seconds, that I definitely would be on pole position, and so it proved. But what a difficult qualifying session. Obviously, this is the track with Monaco that we've never won. Obviously, we will still be going, to the other GPs, where we haven't won before, right? Obviously, most notably Las Vegas. But I'm having a really good feeling. Obviously, so far in the season, whenever we haven't won, like in Italy, we've always won the next race, right? So, I can't believe that we are on pole position. What's even better is that Charles Leclerc is also on pole position. And in this wonderful session, we will show it to you on this beautiful Scuderia Red Regina IMAX. So you can see how I've thrown this beautiful Scarlet Ferrari with this SF1000T 818 Formula 1 racing wheel around this Baku Street circuit to deliver a really, truly outstanding time of 1 minute 39.9. The only driver again to dip below 1 minute 40 seconds, per lap. And such a well-deserved pole position. But yeah, it was very, very challenging, I have to say. So obviously, for the first time, we kind of haven't perfected, the practice programs that only happened when we had, for example, the sprint weekend, when we wouldn't have enough time. I struggled a little bit with the ERS management. So the practice programs are obviously very important, because it's very important to get all the resource points so that you can develop the car. But nevertheless, I was satisfied, with, for example, how I was able, to improve, and especially in free practice 3, I flew to 1 minute 39.8, which is actually the fastest, lap of the weekend, and I knew I was, simply on it. So over here, in the morning, it was beautiful sunny day. In obviously the afternoon, the clouds started to come out, but no rain, no anything of that. So what basically happened was, we came out for the Q1, and the track was obviously, a little bit green, right? So I did 142.2, 142.3, which wouldn't even be enough to get out of the Q1, then improve to 141.5, 141.2, only 31 hundredths, from topping the session. So again, we were very happy. Free practice, we were like, okay, we are starting some series, and then bang, Norris, cut it short for us. But in qualifying too, it's really when we've gotten into the groove. I did 140.7, was slightly behind Verstappen, and then once I did 1 minute 40.1, I'm so excited about it. Then I knew that, I had a real pace over here to obviously challenge, for the pole position. And then in qualifying 3, I almost lost it. So, basically we, came out of the pits, right? We prepared the tires, all these brand new Q3 qualifying 3, only soft set of tires. We went out, brushed the ball a little bit, that was the third turn. Thankfully, nothing happened to the car, so we double checked it a lot. I was like, okay, well, let's just, recharge the battery, make sure it's at 100%, because it's absolutely, important, just like we struggled in a practice program, in order to obviously deliver a super lap time, you gotta be able to use the battery also on the main straight, and obviously kind of, you wanna use it on the 2 main straights, right? So you have a really fast approach, and, that's what I thankfully managed to do. So, I did have enough of a fuel, because obviously I knew that there could be some shenanigans, yellow flags, maybe even a red flag, right? You never know in qualifying, even though it happens very rarely in the F124. So we went out. You will see, we set this brilliant time of 1 minute, 39.9. And then obviously we still, try to, improve upon the time, but only 140.9. So, that would be only good enough for P8 or P9. So just one lap, that we really delivered, but thankfully we delivered it, that other lap that normally what we obviously do is, we come out, we do the kind of the banker lap, cool down lap, another lap, the second lap, basically again, we touched the ball a little bit. So it was far from perfect, but, I'm so happy, so relieved to actually get my second Azerbaijan, the Baku pole position, which is absolutely amazing. Obviously, we had we really did struggle. We only have gotten one podium here, third place. That's great. You know, obviously we do not want to, again, getting on a podium wouldn't be bad, but we have a big championship league. We know if we win Baku, if we win Singapore, and with a win, obviously, in Austin sprint, you know, that should be it, and we should be the world champion. So we can see the light of the tunnel as we starting the final third of the 2024 season. But then again, you know, we know what happened last year, right? We crashed out, of the race. You know, we almost once again, qualify in the back of the field, but we had a really good sprint race. Last year we finished 11, and then again before that, we still finished on a podium. So Baku is kind of like, maybe with Singapore, for example, because we did that one race more, we eventually have really warmed up to the track and have done really well. So the street circuits, we are getting better and better, and the Baku pole position is the proof of that. So are you guys ready to see it? Of course you are. So let me show it to you on the Scuderia Red Retina iMac over here. So I'll turn it to you. You can see it's so dark over here. Again, usually it's a run a little bit later. Baku obviously being positioned a little bit higher up, in terms of the latitude of the Earth. Obviously, the visibility is not that great. But anyway, so let me take you over here. Beautiful setup. And here, let's take a look at it, okay? So over here, I'm sure you guys will be absolutely loving it. And yes, after we couldn't get that Monza pole position, we've gotten the Baku pole position. Like the real champions, we will soon be for the 4th time. So are you guys ready? So you can see over here, obviously, I'm starting to deploy the battery, but I'm having 97%. That's a very critical over here, and that will help us a lot. Yeah, a lot of fuel. Let's go! Let's go, Jan Smoling's champion! Wow, look at this. Okay, good, decent braking. But you can see, yeah, Leclerc just did 40.1, but they didn't kind of show it to me. And here you can see, okay, so we are going for it, okay. We tackled the oversteer like a champion. And we are 2/10 down, but we know obviously here is where we brush the wall, and here is where we will be gaining lots of time. Wow, look at that. Okay, we just made it in the third gear. Let's go, Jan! Obviously only 4 minutes, so lots of pressure. Touch, yeah, perfect. We can see that new city as we going right through the heart of the old city. This is great, early turning, that's what you need for this turn. Now, let's go around the 12th century castle. We made it, 4th gear, nice baby. And this is brilliant, just stay within the limits. Let's go, yeah! Yes, and over here, it's Baku so challenging, but this is great actually. This was perfect, we avoided that curve. That would slow us down, and then here I knew just get it right. A purple, baby! A purple! And we save almost 50% of the battery. Don't use it here, crash out before, but here already we can feel the grip. Let's go, Jan Smoling's champion! Let's use a bit more of a battery. Yes, we got it! We got it! 139.962. Wow, Jan Smoling's champion! Wow, look at that. Okay, so absolutely, on the rails over here. And yes, this is how the qualifying then finished. So yeah, I'm absolutely super happy about it. So look at it, handsome boy on the pole position for obviously the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. This is exactly, what the doctor ordered over here. To really get our 13th pole position over here, of the season. And yes, as you can see, that I was able to then get it from Leclerc back 0.198 seconds. So very close, obviously. But yeah, thankfully we made it. So we are ever so happy about it. Third will be Lando Norris for McLaren, as you can see over here. And that gap of 6 tenths to him, and fourth Max Verstappen with Red Bull is absolutely critical. Fifth George Russell for
for Mercedes-AMG Petronas, 6 Sergio Perez Red Bull, 7 Fernando Alonso for Aston Martin, almost a second back, 8 Oscar Piastri McLaren, our future Ferrari teammate Lewis Hamilton, 9th, 140.967, over a second behind, 10 Lance Stroll. So yeah, over here you can definitely see how it looks like. Yeah, I'm ever so happy, to finish here on pole position, because again, if we wouldn't have gotten the pole over here, in the remaining 7 Grand Prix qualifyings, we would know that we would not be actually able to get what we really wanted, which is 20, at least 20 pole positions, fastest laps. That looks like we will definitely be on a 20. This is actually the most important, to be fastest, of course, during the race. And obviously with the victories, we are having 14 out of 16. Can we make it the record breaking? Okay, good. Can we make it the record breaking 15 out of 17? What do you guys think? Of course, we really hope so. So over here, you guys, now let's get back again, after obviously we sadly couldn't get it in Monza for the first time in our career. The pole position trophy, which is the winning Paris 2024 Olympics, medal. So let's go, guys, smiling as champion, your Baku pole position. Let's go, Forza Ferrari! I'm so happy, this is absolutely fantastic. Look how great it looks like, right? Yes. So this is exactly how it should be, and for the race strategy, it will be interesting, to see what happens. Obviously, we've only used the soft tires because it's so important, even in that qualifying one, to just, make sure you don't start the back, in the back of the field, because obviously you still have that long straight, right? And we do have a really good top speed, but again, it can cost you huge amounts of time, to be stuck behind the car, obviously, going especially through the old city, a lot of 90-degree turns, hard to overtake, there's hardly any space because a lot of early apexes, so, quite dangerous to just throw it there, right? And we will see what happens, probably will be a 2-stopper race, right? We definitely would like to start on a medium if possible. We can also definitely start on a soft, medium, soft could be good, medium, soft. We definitely got all the tires ready, I was pretty happy that in qualifying too, we were obviously, able to save, the set of soft tires. That's very critical for a race. And now I can't wait, to break my hoodoo over here and go for the first victory here at this very challenging, one of the most challenging circuits. We haven't won only in Monaco and Las Vegas, all 3 circuits, but I'm sure Las Vegas victory is coming, and I hope Baku is coming too. So you guys, I hope you enjoyed, this fantastic pole position for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And you guys, with the Ferrari 1-2, I can't wait and race. And remember, Charles, he obviously won in Monza, so hey, if I don't win, at least he's gonna win, because he's the specialist here, right? So that's just cherry on the cake, to be such a great qualifier like him, and the track he loves the most, I really show him, who's the champion. So you guys, without the further ado, are you guys ready to go racing? Of course you are. So 3, 2, 1, let's race.